Hey guys, it's your boy Signature D. Welcome back to another video. If you want to make something like this, a little jazz hop, a little jazz lo-fi, stay tuned. Alright. Let's get straight into it. If you start with an idea and it's not grooving, just throw the whole track away. What do I mean by that? I started this track with keys, right? So it's at 88 BPM. Let's turn this metronome on. And I started this with piano. Without anything else, that's already grooving to me. This stays constant for the entire song except for section B, which we will talk about later. So I made these chords, I played it on my little keyboard, and it grooved. I said, okay, cool, bam. Next, layering. Okay, so I know this is my intro. Cool. Now I know for the body of the song, I need more, right? So I added another version of a piano. So the first piano I'm using is this Labs plugin, just the regular Labs piano, which I use in most all my songs. Then this piano, right? This is just like an Arturia piano, came with the Arturia bundle. And then next I'm using this high layer. So all three. Notice how this high one gives it like a little more space so it doesn't sound so congested. Next, I got this drum loop right here from Addictive Drums. My friend Huey Lou, he released a drum pack. And I used this drum loop. This is the majority of the drums. And you'll notice for this song, I kept it very simple. So this is the drum loop here. Right? I'm just taking a little bit of the lows out of here and boosting a little bit of the highs. Next, I added this little reverse rice thing that I always do. So right, doing this adds like just a little more variety instead of just having a drum loop and that's it, you know? You still want to spice some things up. Then I add for the second half of the A section, add like a long clap, which is just a clap with reverb on it, and then shaker sample. And notice I have little breaks in between, so it's not just going constantly. That adds more movement, space, silence, you know? Okay, and that is my entire drums, literally my entire drums. And then my friend Aidan played bass. He's just a friend from school. Right, pretty simple. We didn't want to make it too deep. Right? So now all we need now is what? A melody. Okay? Cool. So melody time. Piano. I made a simple piano melody here. So notice how this melody is structured. First time, be do do be do 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 do. Right? Second time, I just repeat the same thing, but then I add because I'm continuing to repeat it. Right? So first time, call, response, then another call, and then another response. And this one is different because instead of going down to D below D3, I go up to D4. So nothing changed about the note except the register, just up. That's the entire melody. Right? And I also have this layer going on. Right? And it's just subtle in the background, but it gives it a little more air. So this is just piano and with some delay on it. With some delay on it. That's why it sounds like it's like spinning around in the ears. Last thing, vocals in the second half. I always like to add vocals. These are not samples. These is all me singing stuff. So vocals, I add. Cool. And that's what I do. And the second time, the first half and the second half is structured basically the same. And the last half, I like to layer it even more. So like the last half vocals here. Right? And notice I didn't even pad anything. I just have this little imager going on right here. And then just have the width up and the stereo up. Now, make sure to not do too much of this because it could introduce some phase issues and then the audio sound really weird. So don't do too much, but I did that for some width, okay? The B section. Okay, let's listen to it. Okay, so first of all, what's different? The bass is no longer as rhythmic. So in the A section, we have the right, but then in the B section, long notes, right? Right, because we want some difference, we want some change, right? And then I'm doing something a little different here. I cut down the layers to 2, and my piano rhythm is different and consistent. And alternating between these 2 chords. Then new chord. Same chord. Second chord. Back. Bam. Then we repeat. Right? So there's that. And the melody is a little different as well. This is almost more soloistic. Once again, ba da ba da ba ba da ba ba. Then repeat it, ba da ba ba da ba ba bee boo. Well, except that ba bee boo is a little different, but essentially we're trying to keep the melodies as in a small range box as possible, right? Like not having too much difference in structure because you want it to be cohesive. You want the melody to be singable. So if you want to make sure your melodies are singable, sing it. Like if you want to make good melodies, sing something and see if you think it's good or not. You know what I'm saying? And I have this layered here with just the high version. Right? And that's the whole track. Oh, and during this section, I take out all the other things in the drums. So I just keep this one drum loop going here. And I have this little cute little thing to bring us back into the A section, which is... yeah. yeah, little pink. Cool. And that is this entire track, y'all. That's this entire track. Really. Look at my master. Just an imager. Making sure my bass is mono. Putting a little width in the mids and the highs. And then limiter. That's it. Just 2 limiters to make it a little loud. Cool. And I use 2 limiters instead of 1, just so I'm spreading the load evenly. And that's it. And then this meter, just to check the loudness. You see? And that's it. Simple music. Okay? So, thank you for watching. I'll make more videos. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you realize that you just need to make something simple. Focus on the... Let me just pause this. Focus on having a good, solid idea. And once you have that, you're good. Right? That's all. If you're not feeling it, and if you start the idea and it's not really grooving, just make another idea. Right? Bet. Bye-bye.